The distributor cap controls the sequence in which the engines fire, making it a crucial component of the ignition system. Even though a distributor cap is a tiny part, it can have a significant impact on ignition and engine efficiency. Watch the video to learn more about signs of a bad distributor cap and how to troubleshoot and fix each case. Starting and accelerating problems. Engine combustion cannot occur without a working distributor cap. Therefore, regardless of the kind of damage, a defective distributor cap would probably result in challenging starting issues. This is particularly true in the winter months when the cap may freeze due to extremely low temperatures. Additionally, the plastic-covered cap will experience a sudden surge of heat when the engine runs, which could lead to a crack. When cars are parked outside or in a cold, unheated garage, this happens frequently. An engine miss due to a cracked distributor cap can result in rough idling and hesitation when accelerating. Even worse, if the cap were to break, there would be no combustion to start the car since it would not be able to distribute electricity to the spark plugs. Stalling and backfire. Stalls or backfirings from the exhaust while the car is coasting are another typical sign of a damaged distributor cap. This indicates that the distributor cap is broken. To send power to the spark plugs, the distributor rotor needs to rotate correctly. If not, the engine stalls and loses power due to improper combustion. This issue will get worse the longer it is ignored. A malfunctioning rotor that isn't providing the spark plugs with enough voltage is another cause. Rough idling. Burnt distributor cap terminals are another cause of rough idling, in addition to cracked distributor cap housing. The tiny electrodes on the distributor cap's bottom are known as the terminals. These terminals will inevitably accumulate carbon over time from continuous exposure to extremely high voltage, or worse, they will burn. This results in notably rough idling as the engine skips a cylinder in the firing order. Shaking. If your distributor cap isn't working properly, your car will probably start to shake more violently and vibrate to a greater extent. This occurs as a result of the distributor rotor not rotating correctly, and the cap not distributing the voltage in the cylinder at the proper power stroke, which messes up the firing and timing. A distributor cap is most likely to blame if you frequently observe this kind of shaking when the car is at idle or stopping at a red light. Unusual engine noises. Engine noises, such as tapping, clicking, or sputtering, are another sign. These noises are specifically caused by the cylinders trying to fire but failing. The most likely cause of this squealing noise is that the distributor cap is clogged with dirt, grease, or other pollutants. The clogged distributor cap will make noise as air passes through the engine. Upon inspection, if the distributor cap appears dirty or clogged, simply clean it using WD-40. You might need to have the entire distributor replaced if the squalling persists. Difficulty turning over. Occasionally, you may notice that the car does not turn over in addition to the engine stalling. Usually, this occurs when the engine is cold rather than hot. Your battery powers your spark plugs when your engine starts, and the resulting spark ignites the engine first. Your crankshaft is then driven by this. Your engine can start by turning over, which describes the movement of the crankshaft following the initial spark. The reason behind your engine cranking but not starting is likely a malfunctioning distributor cap. If the cap is in one piece, the timing belt or crankshaft would be the issue. Check engine light comes on. The engine control unit will detect if there is an improper combustion process in the cylinders due to a malfunctioning distributor cap or rotor, in which case the check engine warning light will illuminate on your dashboard. Most of the time, a cracked or corroded distributor cap or one that distributes voltage unevenly or incorrectly, thereby throwing off the firing order and timing, will cause the check engine light to illuminate. Naturally, there are a number of possible causes for your check engine light to be on, but if it is on in addition to the other symptoms listed above, you should have the distributor checked. Replacement cost. The cost of replacing the distributor cap and rotor, including labor and parts, can range from $70 to $130. Generally, parts should cost you between $30 to $60 plus an additional $40 to $70 for labor. Many modern cars now use a distributing-less system called as a direct ignition system because distributors and distributor caps are subject to wear and tear and can malfunction or fail if not replaced on a regular basis. Every 25,000 miles is when most cars should have routine maintenance performed. During this time, the distributor cap and rotor are frequently checked for wear and tear and replaced as necessary. The shop will frequently replace the distributor cap and rotor at the same time during inspections that take place every 50,000 miles, whether or not they are damaged. It's also a good idea to replace all of these parts together at least every 3 years or so if you don't drive your car very often. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.